Paul O'Leary graduated from Notre Dame High School in Elmira, New York, before making his way to Niagara University. While at Niagara, he balanced his social life with a drive to succeed academically.
He was an RA intern, and I was living in the dorm at that time, and that's when I met him. I think he stood out because he was, he knew he had a purpose, and he was there for that purpose, but he had a lot of fun as well. He mixed those things very well.
I gave an exam back in class, and Paul got something like about a 98% grade on the exam, almost a perfect paper. And so I look over at him, and I see his face is, kind of screwed up. He looked almost like he was in pain. And so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He looked like a person that had failed the exam instead of getting a 98. But that's the way Paul was. Paul was a perfectionist.
Paul graduated cum laude with a bachelor's degree in accounting in 1981 and joined Touche & Company. The company became Deloitte Touche, and Paul was widely recognized for his professional success when he retired as managing partner in 2017.
Paul really cares about people, and that trait has shown through in a variety of ways, including our relationship. He's been a mentor to me, and he's been somebody who led our practice for a number of years, and his main attribute in terms of his leadership was that he really cared about people, and he treated us like a family. He treated our practice like a family, and we've continued to sort of live that culture since he's retired.
He served also on many community boards, and he still currently, even in retirement, serves on many community boards. But one thing I liked about Paul as an alumnus and as a professional, he never forgot Niagara. He never forgot where he came from.
Living the Vincentian mission, Paul believed deeply in serving the community. He has been active with Kaleida Health, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Gregory the Great, and Lou Gehrig Baseball, to name a few, but his service has always included Niagara University.
One of Paul's attributes is how selfless he is, how he comes into a situation without any ego. Clearly, he's very bright and very talented, but certainly in my interaction, it was never about how smart Paul is, but really what's best for Niagara.
His service to Niagara spans the tenure of 5 university presidents, so he's been a very stabilizing voice through some transitory times, and he's always provided a long-term objective perspective. He's led by clearly being inclusive and very thorough in his approach.
And all the organizations that Paul's been a part of, I think, have been better because of Paul's participation, and whether that be at St. Joe's, whether that be here at Kaleida Health, and obviously at Niagara. I think he leaves things better than he found them, and I think that's the best part about someone like Paul, who's always volunteering, always willing to step up, and always stepping up, I think, for the right reasons.
All you have to do is spend 5 minutes with Paul and see what a gifted, talented, smart man he is. And I think the Vincentian component of his heart is how he uses those gifts to impact higher education, the life of the poor, healthcare.
As a student at Niagara, Paul was a member of the men's golf team and the Accounting Society. He also participated in many organizations, but his love for his time at Niagara goes well beyond his activities and academics.
So one night he called me and said, "Father, I'm on the lawn over near O'Shea and Seton, and Judy's here with me. We'd like you to come over and talk to us." And when I got there, he said, "This is our engagement ring, and I'm going to put it on Judy's hand and ask her to be my wife. But I want you to bless the ring, and I want you to bless us, because these are the dorms in which we live, and this is the ring, and this is our commitment, and I want you to be a part of it."
Paul's got a real passion for his family, his son Matthew and his daughter Morgan, and certainly his wife Julie. He still is unbelievable in terms of the amount of time and attention he gives to them, and certainly if you talk to him, his face lights up when he talks about them, for sure.
His family is everything to him, and so he has a beautiful relationship with his wife. His children are fantastic, and I know they're super proud of him and what he's doing, but Paul's just a great family guy.
For his professional success, and service to Niagara University and numerous organizations throughout Western New York, Niagara University is proud to present the Medal of Honor to Paul E. O'Leary.